What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Make It Make Sense. I'm your host, Bottles and Beers. Today, we're going to capture, or tackle, should I say, 6 fragrances that'll be more suitable for the younger age group, anywhere between the ages of, let's say, 18 to 30. If you want to know more about these fragrances on my list, stick around. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you'll always know when I upload another video like this. And let's get into it. Make it make sense with Bottles and Beers. Pow! All right, to kick things off, first off, we're going to start off with, from the house of Valentino, we got Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma. All right, this one right here, guys, is pretty much a playful, very playful style, seductive type scent. It is sweet, but not too sweet. It's one of those that don't have like a candy type sweetness to it. It's more so, I would think, probably from the sage or maybe even the vetiver. Do get some woodsy notes in it. It's a real aromatic, ozonic type of scent. It projects really well. I never have no complaints about that. And it definitely stands out. It definitely gets you noticed. Never have I wore this and really not have not getting a compliment. I tend to get compliments every time I wear this. Probably because I don't reach for it as much, because I do have an extensive collection, but this one never tends to let me down. Again, it is a sweetness to it, but nothing overly sweet. It actually plays out pretty perfect. You could dress it up, dress it down. I don't think it'll be too appealing to a lot of guys my age and up. I tend to still like it. It's definitely for the more younger crowd. I would say, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, 18 to 30 in that age bracket is definitely one you guys should try to check out. Very aromatic, very sweet, very seductive. You can wear it anytime, any weather. I think any setting would be good for this one. Again, from the house of Valentino, got Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma. All right, next up, we're gonna go with an original from the house of Victor and Rolf. We have Spice Bomb, the OG Spice Bomb. Now, there's been many flankers to this one. This one definitely has been floating around the community for a while. This one don't get talked about as much because of the flankers. You have your Spice Bomb Extreme to be one of the more popular ones now, especially in a season like this. You have your Night Vision. There's many different flankers, but I tend to stick with this one. I have sampled the other ones. I just haven't found no reason to get a full bottle yet, because this one do me just well. And with this one, again, you have that sweetness, but once again, not that candy sweetness. It's more of a spicy, aromatic, woodsy type of scent. Very spicy, actually, hence the name Spice Bomb. This one, I would say, I don't know, this one a little more mature than the Valentino, definitely. I still say it could still play within the same age range, but this one with that spice and sweetness, I don't know, it's kind of blended for a tad bit more mature audience.
Huh?
When I say a tad bit, maybe 25 to 30. I'm not sure if an 18-year-old would want to walk around smelling this spicy, but who knows? Everyone knows it's different. I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong with this one. Now, I can't say that I've had too many compliments on this, but I also know that this is a good choice. I know that this one that I think everybody would like, and I think you would like it. Want to give it a try? Spice Bomb from Victor and Rolf, the OG. All right, next up, we got from the house of Montblanc, we got Legend Spirit. Now, this one right here, guys, right off the jump, get a very fresh, citrusy, coming from, I would say, grapefruit and the bergamot that's in this. Very fresh, citrusy smell, very distinctive, very attention grabbing. As soon as you walk in the room, this freshness is just gonna project across the entire room. That don't mean overspray, guys. I would do a moderate amount of sprays. But yeah, this one here, you got oak moss in this as well, to give it like an earthy type of feel. Very powdery, very fresh, very aromatic. It has an aquatic feel to it also. It's listed in the notes. It just states watery notes, whatever that may mean. But I do get a hint of whatever that watery note is. It definitely gives it a aquatic feel. Very fresh. As far as projection, I do tend to get anywhere from 6 to 7 hours on this with a moderate amount of sprays. Definitely good for office use, everyday use. Again, you could dress it up, down, the age bracket, of course, again, between 18, 30. Actually, with this one, I'm gonna take an exception. This is any age bracket. A man of my age, older, all the way across the board. I think this is a good one. Again, from the house of Montblanc, you have Legend Spirit. All right, next up, we're gonna go to still a designer, but probably a tad bit more expensive than the previous ones I've displayed. From the house of Tom Ford, you have Noir Extreme. Noir Extreme. Now this one here, guys, this is the original version. What can I say? Now this one, as far as that age bracket, I suggest this. I still want to keep it in the same age bracket, but it's definitely for the younger gentlemen to stand out. I would say this was probably made for someone around the ages of 26 and up. But I don't know. Thinking on how I was at 22, 21, 20, I think there's something I would have gravitated to. This right here it's a very elegant feel. It's definitely attention grabbing. It's a very refined gentleman style scent, but much darker. It's not as fresh as the other three, really two, but I'm gonna just say three that I've displayed earlier, with the exception of Spice Bomb. Spice Bomb is kind of in between that fresh but a tad dark because of the spices. Yeah, but the Tom Ford, it has that Tom Ford DNA, which leaves that gentleman type feel. Very, very classical, yet still sensual. The note of coffee in this, again, that's I want to say like an Asian dessert. It's a very strong, prominent note. Now I do have the parfum version, which I do prefer, but I also would say that gravitates more to a man of my age. So for this particular video, I'm going with the original Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I mean, well-rounded. It's kind of dark, spicy, but it's very smooth. It's a smooth creaminess with this that separates it from pretty much everything else that I'm talking about on this list. Hands down, if I had to pick, this would probably be one of the best ones. Guys, you can't go wrong with this one at all. Take my word for it. Again, from the house of Tom Ford, Noir Extreme. All right, coming up next. Now this one's going to be a little different, tad bit different. This one is a sharp, fresh, classy, but not a safe blind buy. Definitely want to sample this one first, especially considering the price point on this one. From the house of Xerjoff, you have Acento. Now guys, by far this is probably one of the best looking bottles in my collection. It has this velvet feel on it with the gold. I mean, purple and gold, it goes great together. I'm not a Lakers fan. I don't hate the Lakers. I'm not even into sports, but again, that purple and gold Just look at that bottle. Definitely one of the best visual items I have on my display, but that's not what we hear. While we hear the scent. Now this one, guys, I will say it's kind of challenging. It's challenging because of the opening. The opening of this is very sharp. It's still a citrusy, fresh scent, but not summertime fresh. It's kind of sweet. It's woodsy, but it's a sharp. There's a sharp note in this that I can't pinpoint. It's a unisex. It's a unisex style scent. I do enjoy it. I don't gravitate to it as much because I can't say that this is an everyday wear. This is not something I would say you can pick up when you're just running, doing errands or chores or anything like that. This definitely, I would use this more of a date night, but it's not date night as far as that kind of gourmand type of sweet. It's not like an edible type of sweetness to it. It's something that makes someone want to come in closer. It'll bring them closer, try to get a whiff of what that is you're wearing. It's hard to describe. I definitely like it. I think everyone will like it, or most people will like it, should I say. But it's definitely not blind buy worthy. But if you want to stand out, you want to smell different this year, check it out from the house of Xerjoff. You have Acento. Last but not least, we have one that definitely don't need no introduction. A staple in the community, especially for the age bracket that we're discovering. This one is undeniable. There's many flankers of this one, all successful by the way, but that original is where it started it all. From the house of Paco Rabanne, we have 1 million. 1 million, the original. All right, this one right here. Again, what can I say about this one? So the fact that I said most of the other ones, they had a sweetness about them, but didn't have that candy type sweetness, throw all that out the window. This one by far definitely the most sweetest fragrance in this lineup. This one jump started a scent DNA that's been tried, that's been copied by many. This one has some cinnamon in it, some grapefruit, some blood mandarin orange, musky, powdery, some of everything in this one actually. It has a well-rounded type sweetness to it though. It's well blended. It's a creamy balsamic type feel. Very musky, but it tends to cling on to you, and it actually helps with the projection of this one. Definitely the sillage very strong when walking past someone. More than likely they're going to get a whiff of this, and definitely one of the most highly complimented fragrances I have in my collection. Now I do enjoy the two flankers that I have of this, which would be 1 million Privé and 1 million Lucky. But with the age bracket that I'm talking about, I'm gonna say this original, it stands the test of time. Actually, it look like this is gonna end up being one of the first ones that I'm actually done with in my collection, because I've used it that much, because I did like it that much. Yeah, but again, it has a green feel at the back of it. But that sweetness is definitely, it's not an Invictus type sweetness, if you catch my drift. It's not really that aromatic to me, but it do seem to just hover around you, keep you in like your own little scent bubble. One of the best sweet fragrances of its time. I'm not really that much of a fan of sweet fragrances, but 1 million is definitely one of those that I can't deny. I would put this up against a lot of different other ones that try to use that same typical DNA. Most of them don't have a chance, don't stand a chance. And as far as the age bracket that I'm talking about, between 18, 30, you can't go wrong with this one, guys. Again, from the house of Paco Rabanne, we have 1 million. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. Again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Please press the notification bell. That way you can always know when I get another video uploaded. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out. Pow.